Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this one's going to be a quick one. We're just going to take a look at Supas and Sage the Gemini's relationship. Had 15 minutes before my next reading, so we're going to try to get this one in real quick. So Spirit, please join us and answer any questions that we have in regards to the relationship between Supas and Sage the Gemini. Is it a good one? Are they using each other? What can we expect going forwards from them? Will they make it long term? Anything that you want to tell us, Spirit, we are open. Thank you for joining us. We ask only with the intention of clarity, understanding, and purpose, and not with any bad intentions. We love you, Spirit. We thank you for answering our questions. Spirit, please tell us first, what is the relationship between Supa and Sage the Gemini? I don't even know his real name, you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't even know if I know. I don't know why I keep wanting to call Supa Cindy, but I don't know. I just randomly saw that they were like together now, and I was like, oh, we need to do a reading on this because that seemed like a weird match to me. But then it also kind of seemed like maybe they work. Okay, so bottom of the deck energy, he definitely feels like this relationship is of a benefit to him. And like he put in a whole lot of work to get this to go in his direction and in his way. So, because he comes up as the Emperor with the 8 of Wands and the Magician card. Bella, please try to say the words individually instead of all at once. So it's like, I really like tried really hard. He had his eye on her for a long time, you guys, and he was trying really hard to like show her like, hey, look, here I am, like pick me. And now she has. So right now in this moment, he feels like things are going really well with this 10 of Pentacles and this 9 of Wands. I do see her, you know, liking how things are going so far, because with the Queen of Wands and the Page of Cups, it's like she's enjoying the sexual part of this relationship and the attention that he gives her. But I also still feel like she has a little bit of a wall up when it comes to him in this whole entire situation. Like she's sort of, because there's this Hermit card. So it's like sitting back and seeing like, okay, like I like this, like I like you, like we have great chemistry, but I'm not sure that you're my forever person, so I'm just gonna kind of like take it as it goes, but I'm not jumping in head first emotionally into this. So for her, it's more kind of like a fun fling that could like develop into more. He's more open to her like in an emotional sense than she is to him. The sad thing is, guys, I mean, unfortunately, I see there is going to be this moment where everything does sort of fall apart, because she's going to start feeling with this 9 of Pentacles, this justice, and she starts to take on this Queen of Swords energy to him, that he's using her either for, you know, like your financial situation wasn't great. So no, like now that I know that, I see like that's why you wanted to date me and like move into my house right away and say that you want to be with, you know, be like my kid's stepdad or whatever it was that he was telling her. She's gonna start getting suspicious of that. And so as she does, she pulls back even further from him and starts really treating it like he's a D appointment instead of like an actual boyfriend. There is a Tower moment, and he's going to react as the King of Swords at first, but then here he comes in with the 7 of Wands trying to fix it. So I do see, unfortunately, like a big blow up, and when they're talking about the Tower moment in this sense, and because we have Wands after it, it is unfortunately going to be aired out very publicly too, and especially because they're coming in as this King and Queen of Swords towards one another when this happens. It's not only about fighting and like cutting ties and saying all these crazy things, but it is about communicating that out to the world. Like, I'm gonna make sure everybody hears about this, like what a piece of crap you really were. So expect that we're going to hear her some point when this does happen. He was using me, you guys don't even know. He's broke or something like that. And then he's going to obviously want to defend himself, and it ends up being... Oh. Spirit, what is this Tower moment? Please clarify for us. Thank you. Just trying to keep an eye on the time. Okay. She's gonna catch him lying, you guys. So, and it's like that puts her in this position of watching him, you know, after that. And it's like, it's just something is that she's gonna catch him lying about. He's the one that's gonna be the most hurt out of this, because she's taking this Empress energy and walking away from him. I don't feel like they're gonna have a kid together, you guys, with her coming up as this Empress. I think this is more about like her already being a mom and her choosing her kids over this situation, because it's like, I don't want somebody who's using me like being in my kid's life. Like, get out of here. You know, I have to defend my children. I have to think about like what is best for my family, not just me. Okay, please tell us, what is Sage the Gemini's intentions on being with Supa? Because like I said, I just keep getting her being really convinced that he's only using her for clout, success, money. It just keeps talking about there being some financial benefit and her seeing that, or at least making that assumption. So what is Sage the Gemini's intentions on being with Supa? Didn't he do Jordan Sparks really dirty like a few years back too? That's kind of all I know of him, is that he had like one song. Was it Shake It Like a Red Bone or something like that? That's the only song I think that, and that might not even be his song. I'm probably completely wrong, but it's the only song I can think of associated with him. And then that he like did something to Jordan Sparks and everybody was pissed off at him. And then all of a sudden he pops up with her and I'm like, whoa. I mean, he felt like they're good friends. Like, we have like a really good chemistry together. They've hooked up in the past too, guys. Like, them like getting together right now, this was not like the first time that they started being sexual with one another. So they always had like good sexual chemistry. Like, they get along really well. Like, they have a good time. He is down on his luck right now, you know, and there was this sort of, you know, idea with this Wheel of Fortune and this 10 of Cups of, I can turn things around for myself. And it's, but I don't think like it was 100% like, oh my God, I'm plotting and planning. I think it's kind of the same way of like, girls do that too a lot, you know, like, oh, I've been with all these guys who cheated on me, and like, I'm tired of like dating douchebags named Chad, and like my friend Brandon has like always liked me, and he's a nice guy and he doesn't cheat on anybody, and even though I don't really like him, like maybe I should give him a chance, because that'll like, if he already is like obsessed with me and like I know he's like a good person, and like I can't get hurt, you know. And then we kind of end up with somebody that we weren't really like, oh my God, like I like knew from the moment I met you I loved you. I think with him it was sort of like looking around and it's like, my life kind of sucks right now. I am lonely. I do have money problems, but you know who can fix all of that? Like my best friend Supa, and we've had sex before. It's awesome. We get along great, so maybe we should try it, you know? Just more of feeling like maybe you should give somebody a chance when you haven't in the past is the energy I'm getting. So Spirit, what is Supa's intentions on being with Sage the Gemini? What is she looking for from this situation? How does she feel about it? What can you tell us of Supa's perspective? There's like this big ass delivery van outside, but I can't tell. It doesn't look like a normal Amazon one, and I'm like, that don't look like UPS either. My nosiness extends to being very overprotective of the kids over here, so they all tend to congregate in this parking lot right in front of our buildings, because people don't like tend to come and go so much from our parking lot area, so the kids go out there and like play on their skates and stuff. So I'm always like, oh my god, like, don't get hit by a car. Is there strangers around? Like, I gotta keep an eye on you, because I am very like, do not mess with kids around me. I will F a mother up. Okay, so she saw it as like, okay, like, you know, we work well together. There was sort of this idea on her end of it could go either way. Like, either we can have just like a great like time together and then it ends, or we could end up together forever. You know, like, she was just sort of like going with the flow with it. I don't feel like she was really like so hard up on I have to be with somebody right now. But at the same time, like, she likes having somebody around, but it's like, I don't have to be in the most serious like relationship ever, because there's this Two of Cups in reverse here with the Devil card underneath it. So again, I feel like to her it was more of a rebound situation and some sex. And again, it was like, well, I'm open if things turn out to be more or whatever. She's gonna move on so fast from him, you guys. Like, we have the Chariot, we have the Two of Swords, and we have the Six of Cups. It's like, okay, like, I didn't see that coming, but now that my eyes are open, I'm gonna move on and I'm finding somebody else. So she already has it in her head that like it's probably not gonna last, you guys. Like, she's just like, nah, I'm having fun, we'll see what happens. So I don't really feel them like staying together permanently. Spirit, what is to come for Supa and her love life? Real quick, we have 2 minutes. If you guys wanted to book your own personal private reading with me, make sure that you check out the information in the description box below. You can use coupon code BELLA40 to get 40% off, and that code is good until January 3rd, and it will not be renewed. So, because that is our New Year's Christmas holiday special. It's gonna take her a while, guys, before she finds anybody that she can really settle down with. Whoever she ends up with seriously after Sage the Gemini, unfortunately, I do feel like they will cheat on her. But once that happens, it's like she finally decides to kind of take a break and work on herself, because she is going to realize that, you know, if I don't fix me and I don't change the way I do things, like, I'm going to keep drawing this energy back into my life. So that is going to be her like wake up call to really get good with herself so that she can make better choices. After that, we have a new beginning, and then she has more options coming in. She will end up with somebody who does make her happy. But like I said, I feel like we still have about 3 years before that takes place, 3-4 years. So that is what we have, guys. I gotta go do this reading. I love you so much. I know I didn't attach the spiritual message on the last reading. Spirit actually wants me to sit down and just do a dedicated video to that, because I ran out of time, and I will today, so it'll be posted later. But I'm gonna go do a reading now. After that, I will have time to sit down and do some more. I gotta run to Target too. But again, if you want to book a reading with me, all the information is in the description box below. Make sure you follow me on Station Head. That's where we're gonna answer live questions. That's where we'll talk about who sold their souls and all the stuff we can't speak about on Instagram or YouTube. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will start doing lives. I have a big celebration plan for that, and we will be doing some giveaways as well. So I love you all, and I will talk to y'all again soon. Bye.